there's an art to changing. That I'm the potter and the clay. I'm the canvas and the painter. The marble that I sculpt away. Every stroke of a brush, every finger's touch is a rosy cheek of a love-struck flush. Is a sunburned wing of a heartbreak crush. Is a rush, feel the rush. You're painting Frida Kahlo, lead the muses like a Apollo. All the colors layered on kaleidoscope. You're a sculptor of Bernini, grow like branches did on Daphne. Turn and living into art. Life's the Louvre and you're the Mona Lisa. Masterpieces take a lifetime. And patience is a peerless craft. It's wonderful, it's beautiful. You know who you were a year ago. Oh, paint your portrait as you grow. Every stroke of a brush, every finger's touch is a rosy cheek of a love-struck flush. Is a sunburned wing of a heartbreak crush. Is a rush, feel the rush. You're painting Frida Kahlo, lead the muses like a Apollo. All the colors layered on kaleidoscope. You're a sculptor of Bernini, grow like branches did on Daphne. Turn and living into art. Life's the Louvre and you're the Mona Lisa. La la la, la la la, la 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 la. La la la, la la la, la la la. I live art, I breathe art. I myself, I am art. Artists will become what they create. I live art, I breathe art. I myself, I am art. Artists will become what they create. You're painting Frida Kahlo, lead the muses like Apollo. All the colors layered on kaleidoscope. You're a sculptor of Bernini, grow like branches did on Daphne. Turn and living into art. Life's the Louvre and you're the Mona Lisa. lazy Sunday mornings, hiding under covers. I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, laying right beside me. I don't mind when it's just us two. The corner coffee shop we like to go. Late night walks with you to take me home. With you I never feel alone.
These little songs make me glad to call you mine. And you have got my head in the clouds.
1, 2, 3. All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. The simple joy of hearing your voice every morning. I wake to a kiss on my face, so I don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything.
Walking to the market, strolling hand in hand, exchanging letters when you're away. Don't need any effort when we are together. We always have fun throughout the day. I'll do anything to get your attention. When you say you love me, I seem to ascend to the heavens above, where we fall in love. I don't know what I would do without you, because all I need is you. Make me fly to the clouds. 1, 2, 3. All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. The simple joy of hearing your voice every morning. I wake to a kiss on my face, so I don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. Can't imagine living life alone. If we were to go separate ways,
'Cause with you I feel like
who knows how far we go.
Don't you know that all that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything.
Another fair relationship, guess it's back to situationships. Till this old dying soul feels half alive. I've looked for opportunity from East LA to Tennessee, and I hope it comes by 2025. There's a four-way stop on a one-way road, and that 210 view never felt like home. If this is truly meant for me, why the hell am I still out here waiting? Don't know why the city lights don't shine on me. Break my back and grind my teeth for a paycheck. It's all I'm meant to be, just stuck in the in-between. Didn't think I'd ever get this lonely. All these holes in my chest from the war inside. Baited by the hook and now I'm terrified to look at my story through somebody else's eyes. There's a four-way stop on a one-way road, and that 210 view never felt like home. If this is truly meant for me, why the hell am I still out here waiting? Don't know why the city lights don't shine on me. Break my back and grind my teeth for a paycheck. It's all I'm meant to be.
Lazy Sunday mornings, hiding under covers. I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, laying right beside me. I don't mind when it's just us two. That corner coffee shop we like to go. Late night walks with you to take me home. With you I never feel alone.
These little songs make me glad to call you mine. And you have got my head in the clouds.
1, 2, 3.
All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. The simple joy of hearing your voice every morning. I wake to a kiss on my face, so I don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. Walking to the market, strolling hand in hand, exchanging letters when you're away. Don't need any effort when we are together. We always have fun throughout the day. I'll do anything to get your attention. When you say you love me, I seem to ascend to the heavens above, where we fall in love. I don't know what I would do without you, because all I need is you. Make me fly to the clouds. 1, 2, 3. All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's every.
서울의 중심에서 세계의 중심으로 순회연장대학교로 가실 분은
cream, but I still drive him crazy. I haven't played nice, yet he still wants me. I give him hell, but heaven sent him. Calm down, there's no more second guessing. Coming to my senses, he's been here all along, and yeah, he's all mine, right here affection. So confident, but unassumingly. And thinking about the night you took my hand for the first time. It took a minute to admit it, but it turns out that you were all I needed. Yeah, the calm I crave, the sunshine when I hate to drive in the rain. Oh, I must have done something right to have you in my life. They say that love is never easy, but baby, I say we're living proof, living proof. They say that the honeymoon won't last, but baby, they haven't been with you. I love to love you. I do. You'll have to tell me why we're meant to be together. Reading me your vows every single day. I used to dread the mornings, but with you I'd rather chase the sunrise or feel the minutes disappearing. But I know now that you were all I needed. Yeah, the calm I crave, the sunshine when I hate to drive in the rain. Oh, I must have done something right to have you in my life. They say that love is never easy, but baby, 'cause the time is stands